Welcome to Mitchell Elementary Center 4, Rocks and Minerals. This is our year-long unit of Earth and Sky, so Rocks and Minerals is a great place to start. By the end of the year we'll go through air and sound and kind of weather and water, and we'll end with erosion. So it will go through kind of the whole rock cycle and the life cycle on Earth. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, we have some rock cycle diagrams. We have many of them, different iterations of it, kind of more technical for the older kids. This one's maybe for the younger kids. This one's super technical. But anyway, all these you can talk about the different rock cycles and how rock is formed on our Earth, and it goes through many different cycles to make sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous rocks, and then they're broken down through the process of erosion. So, as always, we have our outline taped to the top. This bin has several little bins of rocks. So we have Cycle Story 1. There's 2 of them, so kids can work in smaller groups. Cycle Story 2, Cycle Story 3, and Cycle Story 4. So I'm just going to use Cycle Story 1 as a little demonstration here. You're going to probably pull these things out, these little descriptions, and we're going to have the kids match them up according to the rocks that we have. So these are the cycle stories that we're talking about. We're trying to figure out a sandstone quartzite cycle, a clay shale slate kind cycle story, and shell limestone marble, and peat lignite coal. So each of these is one of these over here, these plastic units. Okay, each of these is one of these, and here's a descriptive word. We also have a key for the volunteers, so this tells you exactly which one is exactly which description. So what you'll do, there's several suggestions in the outline for which grades to do stuff. I'm not going to flip this over, but on the outline I'll talk about what you might do for kindergarten through 1st grade versus 2nd grade versus 3rd and 4th. So again, in our little demonstrative boxes we have a little bag of something, and a little rock, and another little rock. So you might start by reading the description. I know which one it is, but I don't know what the rocks are constantly being worn down into smaller and smaller pieces by wind, water, and ice. This talks about these small pieces may then be building blocks for different rocks. In one rock family, grains of sand settle in layers and are buried and squashed together. In time, the sand hardens and is cemented together in sandstone. So be sure the kids get a chance to feel these rocks too. This one's real gritty. If you look at the sandstone, you can still see grains of sand. And then when exposed to tremendous heat and pressure, the grains of sand and sandstone melt and form into a shiny hard rock called quartzite, which is a metamorphic rock. So even this description gives a lot of clues if the kids need clues, but it's this rock cycle story. So they're just going to go through each one and identify. Again, we have 2 sets so that the kids can be more hands-on than just watching a parent do it or watching their peers do it. They can kind of load them all out. So the big thing with this unit is make sure you put everything back where it belongs, but it's an identification and rock cycle story, and so you can go through these big materials first and then break into these. And these little clues will be in here, and everything else will be in here. Let us know if you have any questions or problems, and if anything's running low or broken, please email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com. Thanks.